What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Friday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have 8 games on tonight's main slate. A nice handful of questionable guys right now in the early afternoon, which is unfortunate. No one gets tilted over questionable NBA players quite like me. Going to give you guys 5 plays in this video, 1 for each position. Give this video a like. Make sure you are subscribed. I'm excited to, be back at home, get back in the swing of things with videos every weekday, and trying to get hot here for the weekend. We got a busy weekend ahead of us. We got UFC tomorrow. We have March Madness going on, NBA as usual. We got the MLB opening day 2 weeks from yesterday. So let's look forward to a nice, long, profitable season there. I do have early bird membership discounts. DM me on Twitter for more details. A lot of you guys have already taken advantage, and let's just have an overall great season. And then we're going to be getting into the NBA playoffs too pretty soon. I can't wait for that. These last couple of weeks of NBA regular season can be, pretty brutal at times, but we're going to power through it. Let's cash in tonight. Not that great of a night last night. Yahoo has been crushing. Let's get everything on board here and have some big ROI nights. I'm also doing a free Guru Credit giveaway today, guys. I'll give you that promo code after my first 2 picks in this video. It's for 15 Guru Credits. Again, just give this video a like and do subscribe. I do appreciate it. So for point guard, actually, before I get into the plays, let's talk a little bit about the questionable guys. Unfortunately, in the late games, we have some serious questionable guys. Jason Tatum on the Celtics, and Kyrie Irving is questionable for the Mavs, as well as Tim Hardaway. We also have your everyday bullshit with Rudy Gobert being questionable, making Naz Reid a possible play, but Gobert has been playing like every game, recently, so we can expect him to play. And then we have Steph Curry probable tonight with Draymond Green out, so there's some extra value for the Warriors there tonight. That Warriors and Hawks game has a 248 over-under. That might be the highest over-under I've seen all year. I think it's like a 4-point spread. So Vegas is expecting straight-up buckets out of that Warriors and Hawks game. We're going to want to get some exposure to that. And then it's going to be tough to spend up. On this slate, there's not a ton of cheap guys, but you have a guy like James Harden and Joel Embiid against the, shitty Charlotte Hornets defense. If Embiid puts up one of those monstrous games, it wouldn't be surprising. But let's get into point guard. Tyus Jones is under 7,000 for the first time since Ja Morant's been, dealing with his stuff. 6,700 in a more than ideal matchup against the Spurs here tonight. I'm hoping that they don't blow them out. They are on the road. I think it's a single-digit spread. So again, with no Ja Morant still, Tyus Jones is going to see a bulk of the offensive load with Desmond Bane. He hasn't had the best last 2 games, but he's going to see 32 to 35 minutes, and we've seen his ceiling. 6 games ago, 61 fantasy points, dropped a 50 spot as well against the Warriors. I do like this spot here for him to bounce back after a couple of, underwhelming games. So at 6,700, he needs 33 fantasy points to hit value. I do think he has a great chance at hitting that, especially in a more than ideal matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. Shooting guard, let's go on the other side of things here. The Spurs are pretty fully healthy here tonight. They have, Trey Jones back. Sohan is back. Keldon Johnson's playing tonight. Zach Collins is back. I still like Devin Vassell at under 6,000. He's a guy that was 7,000 plus before he got hurt. Next to Keldon Johnson, he's really up there for usage for this Spurs team. His minutes are fully back. He's seeing low 30s in minutes. Got a nice, game of rest last game against the Mavs. He sat out. At 5,900, he needs like 28 fantasy points to hit value. He's been pretty underwhelming since he's come back, but the minutes are there, and this is just a cheap price on him. I do think in this matchup against the Grizzlies, they're going to need Vassell to play well. And I do think he's had enough games under his belt where, he can find a shooting stroke early in this game. I think he's going to be popular. He's a guy, last slate against the Magic when I think he was like 6,000 or 6,100. He was very, very popular. With him being a couple $100 cheaper tonight, I expect the same kind of exposure to Devin Vassell. Going into my promo code, you must be signed in on my website. These credits get you all of my content. Now that it's legal in Massachusetts, I'm going to have betting slips for the FanDuel Sportsbook. I got FanDuel, DraftKings, Yahoo, DFS lineups, as well as prize picks. These credits get you everything. Go over to the shop page. Again, make sure you're signed in to put in this code. It's very quick if you don't have an account to make one. Go to the coupon bar on the shop page, all caps, March. What's the date again? 17 vid. All caps, March 17 vid, just the date. And when you hit the apply coupon, it should tell you coupon successfully applied. And then after another couple of seconds, the page will reload. I'm not sure what happened here, but automatically reload and put those credits in your balance. Again, 15 Guru credits for you guys. Happy to be home, happy to be doing these videos again. It's Friday, big weekend ahead. Let's start off on the right foot today. Small forward, I like Dante DiVincenzo. He's going to be starting. We're probably going to see Jonathan Kuminga start too. But he's basically the same price as DiVincenzo. I like DiVincenzo more than Kuminga with no Draymond Green tonight. Like I mentioned earlier, this Hawks and Warriors game, a huge over-under. We're going to see low 30s in minutes for DiVincenzo. With a guy like Draymond Green being out, it's not like shots are going to open up with Draymond Green out. The guy scores like 4 points a game. But what does open up is extra rebounds to go around. DiVincenzo's a very good rebounding wing. And then assists. Draymond Green is a huge assist guy. He's going to see an extra chance to see a couple more assists tonight. He's gotten 3 assists in the last 3 games. Like I said, a great rebounding wing. Needs 27 fantasy points to hit value. He dropped a 44 spot a few games ago. He's been a little bit of a roller coaster, but as we saw a couple of weeks ago, he was pretty consistent to get in the mid-20s while showing 40 fantasy point upside. In this matchup, so fast-paced, so many extra opportunities. Draymond Green being out, Andrew Wiggins, possibly not coming back for the rest of this season. He's dealing with something clearly very serious in his personal life. I do wish him the best, but that is a brutal loss for the Warriors if he doesn't come back. So there's extra guys or extra usage to go around for these starters. I do think DiVincenzo is a solid play as a starter tonight. He is probably the third offensive option behind Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in that starting lineup. We do have Jordan Poole coming off the bench. Definitely a better offensive player than DiVincenzo, but regardless, DiVincenzo is going to see himself in an extra usage spot tonight for the Warriors. Power forward, I do like Xavier Tillman. He'll continue to start with Brandon Clark on the shelf and Steven Adams on the shelf. He's their starting center, and he sees a lot of minutes. The San Antonio Spurs have a bad defense. Tillman at 5,400, he was like 6,000, so his ownership went down once his price got adjusted. He's had not even a couple of bad games, really just last game in a very bad matchup against the Heat. His price dropped all the way down to 5,400. It's too cheap. He needs 26, 27 fantasy points to hit value. He has 40-point upside. He's going to see definitely 28, possibly 32. So like 28 to 32 minutes tonight. And he can easily be a fantasy point per minute guy as the starting big man for the Grizzlies against, the Spurs in a very good matchup. Another great thing here on FanDuel for Tillman is he has multi-positional eligibility. As a lot of people in the DFS industry, they abbreviate it MPE, multi-positional eligibility, because that is a mouthful to say. But if you're ever watching other videos and a guy, a pro DFS guy mentions, I keep forgetting, multiple positional MPE. I've seen it with a couple of guys in videos. That's what that means. Power forward, center. Making things easier to plug him in your lineup. And then for center, let's look at Evan Mobley. We're going to see Jared Allen continue to be out tonight. Extra usage for Mobley. This is a great matchup against the Wizards. Pretty tight spread. Should be a competitive game. You know, not an overly high over-under. I think it's like 221, but it is the Cavs. They play slower. Mobley's been filling it up, though, especially with Jared Allen on the shelf. We can expect Evan Mobley in a close game to see 37 to 40 minutes. He only saw 30 against the Hornets the other night because they did blow them out. The other two games this past week against the Sixers and then the Hornets on March 12th, he saw 39 minutes in close games. So expect him to see 37 to 40 minutes tonight, and he's easily a fantasy point per minute kind of guy. He's hit value in the last 3 games. He has 50-point upside. They're going to need his height against Porzingis and Daniel Gafford. Again, he's got that MPE, power forward and center, making it easier to lock him in your lineups. I do like Mobley at 8,000. He's gone down a couple $100, looking like a really, really strong play against the Wizards. That'll do it for this video, guys. Again, with all the questionable guys, things can always change. Stay up to date. I follow Underdog NBA on Twitter for all injury updates. They're really good over there. Things always can change, but these 5 guys look strong right now. Give this video a like. And like I said, put in that promo code March17 vid in all caps and get those credits. And let's have a huge Friday night, guys. Good to be back. Until next time, I am the FD Guru. Enjoy your weekend. See ya.